I just want to start off by saying my week two submission that I submitted the second time because the first one was terrible. I tried to upload it again and it kept telling me the file cannot be submitted. I guess Grantham doesn't take my type of file. So when I tried to submit it the second time, I put it in a zip and now it's not even on my computer anymore. So this will be my second attempt to make it and hopefully it will work. But here we go. So the most memorable thing for me is basketball. I've been playing since I was in sixth grade. They didn't have teams for sixth graders, but in seventh grade, you could start playing for schools. So I tried out in seventh grade. I didn't make the team. I tried out in eighth grade and I made the team, but that was just because a buddy of mine was friends with the coach and he had told him that I had been busting my butt all summer long practicing. Now, in eighth grade, I wasn't really, that good, but I was obviously decent enough to make the team and play every now and then. When I went to high school, I tried out for the ninth grade team, the freshman team. And see, in high school, it's super awesome because you could take basketball classes, which for me, I didn't even know that was possible. So I of course took the class and I double blocked it, which means I had it for 2 periods. So while you have practices after school with the team, you also are learning more as an actual class, and it counts as credits. And you could do that all the way up until your senior year, which to me was awesome. So I took the class and I tried out freshman year. I didn't make it freshman year either, but the coach told me he saw a lot of potential in me, so he kept me on the team. Now I will say that I worked harder than any member on the team, and that's why he kept me around. So he coached me up and I started getting a lot better. So when 10th grade came around, I tried out for the JV league. I did not make the JV league either. It was it was then that I realized that they sort of pick favorites. The coaches are friends with all the basketball players, and I kind of just stuck to myself, did my school, and obviously gave 100% when it was basketball time. But that wasn't enough for them, so I decided I wasn't going to try out for school anymore. So I started going to this park right down the street from my house. I went there every day for like 6 hours, and I just sometimes I would just play by myself. 6 hours just shooting shots, trying to get better. So I did that all year, and then all through summer. And then when 11th grade came, I didn't want to try out for the team. I honestly didn't even think I would make it anyway. But they have this thing called open gym where you could go and you could play against your friends and other schools and all that type of stuff for a few hours. So I went to open gym and nobody picked me up because they're like, oh, it's Joseph, he's not that good, we don't want to lose, so they never picked me up. So I had to play with the freshmen, and I'm in 11th grade playing with freshmen. And keep in mind, like, these are my friends. Not only did they never pick me up for their team, but they'd always bash me and tell me I'm not nothing, like I'm nothing. So people told me why hang out with people who say stuff like that. But in all honesty, if they never would have told me stuff like that, I never would have pushed myself. I never would have became the player that I am today. And I'm not the best, but I'm way above average and far better than what I used to be. So 11th grade, I went to open gym. I played with the freshmen. It was kind of embarrassing and super awesome, and it made me feel really good. Now, me with the freshmen, I'm beating my friends' teams. And some of my friends' teams have the seniors, the varsity players, some good players. And me with freshmen are beating them. And they're like, oh, this and this, you're lucky, you're not that good, blah, 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 blah. And they have this thing where you just play. So they have a gym. They obviously have the big court, which is for main games up here and here. They have two courts on the side, so you could play like that. And they have two courts on the other side like that. So how we would play at open gym is we would play. I think we would play 4-on-4 at first, 4-on-4 at first, and we would each play at one goal. That way we would just rotate, and as you win, you go to the winning side. and the winning side would be the one closest on this side. So we beat all the way around. We beat everyone all the way around to the winning side, and I think we won about two times there, and then we lost. And then after I think an hour and a half of playing, you pick up your fifth one, and then you play 5-on-5. Now you play 5-on-5 this way and 5-on-5 this way. There's no winning side on that one. The winner just stays on the court until I think 30 minutes pass, and then you play on this one. That's the main court. As soon as me and the freshman hopped on that court, we didn't step off, and now everyone's like, "Oh, trying to pick me up," and me like that's all I ever wanted was to get picked up. But I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to play with you guys. You're not good enough for me." Obviously, I wasn't being serious. I was just joking with him. That's just something that I've worked so hard for, and I've really put blood, sweat, and tears in this. And it was just super amazing for me to really start at the bottom and then finish at the top. It's super amazing. I love telling that story. And that's all I got.